The handstand push-up. When people talk about CrossFit, especially the negatives of CrossFit, they think injury, danger, poor form, and high intensity. This movement that we're going to talk about today ticks all those boxes. Yet no one is talking about that particular movement and how ridiculous and disgusting it really is. Until now. What's up, beasts? We dive into the Kipping Handstand Push-Up and just how disgusting this movement is. Like all my videos, if you've formulated your own opinion about this movement already, leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about it. Otherwise, if you know another movement that's just as disgusting as the handstand push-up, let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Woo! Handstand push-up, bitch! First, I need to make sure that we are all on the same page. I know some of you have limited CrossFit knowledge. So, as usual, we will run through the background of the movement, how it was introduced into CrossFit, the types of handstand push-ups and movements generally performed in CrossFit, their benefits, and finally, my opinion on the movement itself. Remember, if you liked the video but haven't seen my butterfly pull-up video yet, check it out after this one. It's a great laugh. Let's start off with the background of the movement itself. The Kipping Handstand Push-Up is a variation of its predecessor, the strict handstand push-up. Much like the butterfly pull-up is to the strict pull-up. The Kipping Handstand Push-Up was designed for competition and to increase intensity and also to allow yourself to get more volume out of your handstand push-up, without fatiguing of course. My first experience with the Kipping Handstand Push-Up is a very old but very memorable video. Yes, I made up that word. A video of Dan Bailey doing Diane at a ridiculous time of 1 minute 35. Now, for all you CrossFit novices out there, Diane is 21:15.9, deadlifts at 100 for men, 70 for ladies, that's kilos, and handstand push-ups. I can't show you the content of this video because CrossFit copyrights absolute everything. However, in this video, we see a few athletes like Chris Spieler using their Kipping Handstand Push-Up variation as a means to get more reps out without fatiguing. Now, even though Dan Bailey doesn't use this technique, I'd like to comment that pretty much his entire workout he did 0 reps. His deadlifts were sketchy, his handstand push-ups would never be accepted in these days' standards. However, that's old school CrossFit. As we saw with Patrick Vellner's video, anything was a rep back in old school CrossFit, so fuck it. The big first release of the Kipping Handstand Push-Up was in CrossFit Open Workout 16.4. The introduction of the handstand push-up in the open with 50 repetitions in the same workout, you would not be wise to go strict. Far too much demanding on the shoulders and back, and with the new standard in place, with this weird ass forearm line, hand length measuring thing, Kipping Handstand Push-Ups were necessary to achieve a good score in this workout. Yes, there were a few upper body beasts who could manage to complete it all strict, but for the rest of us mere mortals, Kipping Handstand Push-Ups was the way to go. Now, for you less experienced CrossFit fans or haters, I don't judge. You guys are like, what is a Kipping Handstand Push-Up? And from people's knowledge of kipping, it isn't going to be the most functional movement, and your suspicions are correct. So what I'm going to do is cover the basics of the movement in CrossFit that require a handstand position. We will cover the wall climb, the handstand hold, the Kipping Handstand Push-Up, and then finally the strict handstand push-up. Let's begin. The wall climb. One of the most underestimated upper body building movements, the wall climb, much like its complete polar opposite, the ring row, it's the staple of building confidence and strength against the wall. The wall climb is like reverse parking at an empty car park. Using both your legs and arms, you move your body backwards up the wall till you cannot progress any further, or for a complete repetition, your chest/nose makes contact with the wall. Then you descend back down the same way you came up. Now, there's no need to commit repetition suicide on this movement by falling to the floor. Climb down to safety with your legs and arms to that starting position. The handstand hold. Now, as basic as it looks, the handstand hold develops the shoulders and the back for stability. Necessary stability to hold your body upside down. This movement is the building blocks for things such as freestanding handstand holds, handstand push-ups, handstand walks, pretty much anything upside down. This was also the first way to be accepted into the Ninja Academy, where upside down has no value into life outside being an assassin and using your feet to choke out enemies. But it does look damn badass and it has massive benefits for your upper body. Let's continue. The one you've all been waiting for. The Kipping Handstand Push-Up. Just like the Kipping Pull-Up, the Kipping Handstand Push-Up allows athletes to increase the volume of their handstand push-ups without the muscular fatigue you would receive from a strict handstand. The Kipping Handstand Push-Up utilizes your hips as momentum to hoist or jolt your body upwards, allowing you to virtually perform this rep without the use of your arms. The soft mat under your head is the only thing stopping your neck from bending into all different shapes. Pro tip! Slamming your head into the ground adds extra momentum, allowing you to perform more and more successful reps. It does, however, kink your neck, so that when anyone in the future goes to speak to you, you have to turn your whole body instead of just your neck, just because of all the excruciating pain. The strict handstand push-up. The most badass movement performed upside down, the strict handstand push-up is the equivalent of having a threesome with your nemesis's sister and mum. This movement releases pheromones to potential mates, both boys and girls, and the best part of it is it helps develop big shoulders and back, giving you that sexy CrossFitter look that everyone cannot get enough of. In all seriousness, the strict handstand push-up is the cornerstone of movements for calisthenic upper body strength, building both the shoulders and upper back. Having adequate strict handstand push-up strength gives you the ability to perform movements even more badass like the deficit handstand push-up, the parallel handstand push-up, handstand walk regional obstacle course, freestanding shoulder taps, and much, much more. This gives you the opportunity at your Christmas party to show off your party tricks to all your co-workers and them to just be like, wow, CrossFit's so functional. Yeah, haters, I made the handstand push-up functional. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What do you mean it's not functional? If my son or daughter is trying to woo a potential partner, I'm gonna be teaching him how to do a freaking handstand. Hopefully you guys at home are following along with the handstand push-ups. I've thoroughly explained exactly how to identify the types of handstand push-ups that are generally performed in CrossFit and the benefits of each one. Now, for my opinion. The Kipping Handstand Push-Up does exactly what it's designed for, intensity. My God, does it increase intensity. In that background workout that I performed, Diane, one was performed purely with strict handstand push-ups and quote-unquote normal deadlifts, which to me is not slamming the bar on the floor as hard as you can. The other workout is Diane with kipping handstand push-ups and touch and go deadlifts. The difference? Stimulus. The strict version, I had massive muscular fatigue. It took longer, however my form stayed intact and I was far more focused and energized than the kipping version. Yes, I completed the kipping version way faster. 2 minutes 30 and faster to be exact. And this was performed directly after the strict version. However, my deadlift form looked like a cat waking up from a long nap. My handstand push-ups looked like the tube man. By the way, I actually searched up blow up dolls. I would highly recommend you guys do not do that. The point I'm proving is yes, from a fitness perspective, the kipping handstand will build a larger engine. It will allow you not to get bogged down in a workout, and it does develop some shoulder and back strength. However, it has nothing on the strict handstand push-up. Firstly, it doesn't even look visually appealing. Looks like I'm having a cardiac arrest against the wall. It doesn't really develop any particular strength stimulus. It's not a functional movement by any means. It is incredibly dangerous. Nothing should be performed on your neck and at all, and it shouldn't really have a place in CrossFit competition. But just like everything, that is my opinion. I want you guys to formulate your own opinion and let me know, like I mentioned, down in the comments below. Do you think the kipping handstand push-up should be a movement in CrossFit? Should it be removed? Or should it be something that we should be putting into our movement library and learning just in case it comes up in competition? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, become a beast, and otherwise, if you are already a beast, you know what to do. So I did both of those Dianes, the different variations, the one being with dead stop deadlifts and strict handstands, or for some people, proper deadlifts, and then our CrossFit style deadlifts, as they say, the touch and go deadlifts plus the kipping handstand push-ups. Now, two big differences between the workout. The first workout with the strict handstands was much slower, way harder, my hamstrings were blowing up, my shoulders were giving out, and it looked way more badass, if you ask me. But that second workout, even though it looked ridiculous, it was way more intense and I got the job done way faster. So when we look at our two different stimulus from each of those workouts, we're still doing the same types of movements, but one more suited towards CrossFit, as we know, high intensity workouts, looking at moving quick. The other is more suited to building your body, staying safe, that kind of thing, you know, the thing that everyone else wants to do. With the deadlifts being so controlled and slow, my technique stayed intact longer. And with the handstand push-ups, obviously we can't slam my neck into the ground and, you know, face plant all over the floor just like the kipping handstand, so I felt more comfortable doing it, even though it was hard.
When it rains, it pours, water's up to my chin, won't stop fighting to the very end.